Myself Khyati Vyas from JNP English Medium Saraswati Group of Education. Today I am conducting this session for grade 4, subject SS. We are dealing with chapter number 7, the Southern Plateaus, and this is my session number 2 for this chapter. So kids, in my earlier session, I explained to you regarding the extent, location and the meaning of what is Southern Plateau. Why is it called Southern Plateau? So shall we recall what we had learned? Yes. First of all, I had explained to you what do you mean by plateau. Plateau is a region which is a bit higher than the area surrounding to it, and on the top of a plateau again the surface is flat. So such type of land is called a plateau region, and it is also called a tableland. I explained to you that the southern part of India, that is towards the south of the northern plains, in India we have plateau region, and since it is towards the south, it is called the Southern Plateau. It is one of the major physical division of India. Right? Yes. I also explained to you that the plateau region of India is divided into the Central Highlands and the Deccan Plateau. Central Highlands and the Deccan Plateau. And how are these Central Highlands and Deccan Plateau? They are separated from each other. Yes, they are separated by river Narmada, which flows in between this Central Highland and the Deccan Plateau region. In Central Highlands, we are having two different parts, that is the Malwa Plateau and the Chota Nagpur Plateau. Malwa Plateau is towards the north of river Narmada, and it has Aravalli Hills on one side, right? It has Aravalli Hills on one side and Vindhyas on the southeast. Aravalli Hills and Vindhyas. And then, talking about the Chota Nagpur Plateau, it is located towards the northeast of India. It is located towards the northeast of India. Chota Nagpur Plateau is the richest region in the sense of or in the terms of minerals. It is richest in the mineral resource. Then I also explained to you regarding Deccan Plateau. What did I tell you? Where is Deccan Plateau? Deccan Plateau is towards the south of river Narmada, and it is in the towards the north of Deccan Plateau you are having Satpura Hills, and the western and eastern sides of this Deccan Plateau, it is separated from the coastal lines, that is eastern coastal plain and western coastal plain, by Eastern Ghats and Western Ghats respectively. That is, there are Eastern Ghats in between Eastern Coastal Plain and the Deccan Plateau, and towards the west, the Western Coastal Plain and Deccan Plateau are separated with the Western Ghats. Then I also shared an information regarding different hills or different important hills in the Western Ghats. Which were they? They were Sahyadri, Nilgiri, Anaimalai and Cardamom Hills. So these are the important hills that are in the Western Ghats. Right? Now, in today's session I will explain to you regarding the rivers which flow from this plateau region, the climate in the plateau region, natural vegetation in the plateau region, means what type of trees or crops grow in this region. I will talk about the wildlife in this region and the soil. What type of soil is found in the plateau region. So to begin with, I will start with the rivers which flow in this plateau region. There are many rivers which flow in the plateau region, but most of the rivers, they flow towards the eastern side and drain into Bay of Bengal. What do you mean by drain into? Yes, they flow towards the east and then this river get mixed with Bay of Bengal. That is the ocean that is found on the eastern side of India. Right? Yes. And why it is happening that way? Why all the rivers are normally flowing towards the east and then joining Bay of Bengal? It is because the plateau region is a slopy region and the slope is towards the east. But there are two rivers which flow towards the west and drain into Arabian Sea. There are only two rivers which flow towards the west and then they join with Arabian Sea. Which are they? Can you guess? Yes, they are River Narmada and Tapi or Tapti, you can say. These two rivers, they flow westward and then they drain into Arabian Sea. Now let's see what is given in your textbook regarding the rivers. Rivers flowing through southern plateaus are mostly seasonal. What do you mean by seasonal? See, in this plateau region there is no mountain. When I explained to you regarding northern mountains and northern plains, I explained to you that northern plains is very fertile because of the rivers flowing through them. And from where did these rivers originate? The rivers flowing in northern plains, they originate from the northern mountains. In northern mountains, the peaks are covered with snow. And during summer, when the snow melts because of the heat of the sun, this snow gets melted. It turns into water and this water flows down as river. And when it flows through the northern plains, it makes the area fertile. But here in the plateau region, since there are no mountains, no snow-covered mountains I can say, then from where do the rivers get water? They get water only because of the rainfall. These rivers, they get only water because of rain. Right? The rainwater gets collected in the river and it flows. So they are called seasonal rivers. In rainy season, the rivers will have a lot of water. Sometimes it might even flood. But slowly and gradually, when the rain has stopped, the level of the water gets decreased, and sometimes during summer season or by the end of summer season, the river completely gets dried up because there is no rain. So from where do they get the water? Right? Yes. So these rivers in the southern plateau region, they are mostly seasonal rivers. Okay? Now, a seasonal river depends on the rain for its water supply. Some of these rivers such as Narmada and Tapi originate in central highland and flow towards the west. So as I had told you earlier, two rivers, Narmada and Tapi. Tapi river is also called Tapti river. These are the only two rivers which they originate in the central highlands, but they flow towards the west. Many rivers flowing through the Deccan Plateau originate in eastern and western Ghats. So in Deccan Plateau region, rivers, they originate in the western and eastern Ghats. They flow eastward, that is towards the Bay of Bengal. So this Narmada and Tapi, they flow westward and drain into Arabian Sea. But other rivers, they originate from eastern and western Ghat. They flow eastward and gets drained into Bay of Bengal. Examples of such river. What river? Yes, the river which originate from eastern and western Ghat and join in Bay of Bengal. Which are the examples? Krishna, Kaveri, Godavari and Mahanadi. These are some of the examples of rivers which flow towards east and drain in Bay of Bengal. River Godavari is also known as Dakshin Ganga. River Godavari, other name of River Godavari is River Dakshin Ganga, as it is the most important river of southern India. Ganga is the most important river in India, but towards the south of India, this Godavari river is very important, and that is why it is named as Dakshin Ganga. Clear? Chalo, next let's look into the climate of this plateau region. The southern plateaus receive rainfall during the monsoon season, that is from June to October. The months between March and June are very hot. So they have rainy season from June to October. Right? And then from March till June, it is summer season. Now, temperatures in these months can easily rise above 40 degrees. So during summer season, in some places of these plateaus, the temperature may rise above 40 degrees. Above 40, not all the places. Some places it is extremely hot. Right? Yes. And the temperature goes beyond 40 degrees Celsius. The winter season starts from November and lasts till February. So, here they have told you, June to October they are having monsoon season or rainy season. March till June they are having hot summer season. And November to February they are having winters. So this is the climate of the plateau region. Clear? Okay. Next, talking about the natural vegetation and wildlife. Natural vegetation means what type of trees and crops are grown in this region. The forest around the western and northeastern part of Deccan Plateau have trees. Western and northeastern part of Deccan Plateau, the trees like oak, teak, sal, sandalwood, mahua, mango, jackfruit, bamboo and banyan tree. All these trees grow here. So which are the trees? Oak, teak, sal, sandalwood, mahua, mango, jackfruit, bamboo and banyan trees. I hope you all know that banyan tree is our national tree. Okay? So that is an additional information that you are receiving with this chapter's explanation, right? Yes. Now, since these many types of trees are grown here, means that wild animals are also found in this region. So, the forest on the slope of Western Ghats have trees. On the forest of the Western Ghat, the trees like rosewood, mahogany, bamboo and ebony are found. Slopes of Western Ghats, they have thick forest, and here also the trees that are grown are rosewood, mahogany, bamboo and ebony. The wild animals found in this forest include elephant, sambar, boar, deer, leopard, spotted deer, nilgai, black buck, chausinga and sloth bear. I have already shared the pictures of few animals which you are not aware of. So all these animals are found in the forest region of the plateau region. Right? Yes. Now let's talk about what type of soil is found in the plateau region. So soil here is also of different type. Full plateau region is not covered with same type of soil. It has difference in the soil. Now let's look what difference does it have. There are two types of soil found in the southern plateau. First one, the black soil, and the second one, the red soil. Black soil, as I had already told you, what is black soil? I have explained it to you through vocabulary. Yes, it is a soil which is rich in humus. What is humus? Yes, the decayed part of dead plants and animals get mixed into soil, right? And this soil, it looks black. That is why it is called black soil. And what is red soil? The soil that is found in the region where the climate is hot and humid. Here the soil is a bit reddish in color. That is why it is called red soil. So the southern plateau region, it has two different types of soil. One is black soil, other one is red soil. Black soil is found in some parts of Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu and Maharashtra. So these are the states where you can see the black soil. This soil is suitable for cultivation of cotton. You know, right? You are wearing cotton clothes. You also find cotton fields here in Gujarat as well. Right? Then sugarcane. That is, you say in Hindi, you say ganna. Then groundnuts, moongfali, millets. I shared to you what do you mean by millets. There are some cereals or small seeds, right? They are called millets like bajra, jowar. All these are called millets. Oil seeds. Oil seeds are those seeds from which we can extract oil. You have to grind the seed and then you can extract oil from them. That is why these seeds are called oil seeds. Rice and wheat. So which crops grow in black soil? Yes, the crops are cotton, sugarcane, groundnut, millets, oilseed, rice and wheat. All these crops grow in black soil. Next, red soil. Red soil is found in parts of Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Maharashtra and Madhya Pradesh. Crops that can be grown here in this soil are millets, again the same, potato, rice, wheat and sugarcane. So here we come to the end of explanation of this chapter. I hope you are having no doubts in this chapter. If you are having any confusion, you can see the video once again. Clear? Along with this video, I am sending your CW part 1. In my next session, I will explain the textual exercise given in your book, and I will also send CW part 2 and chapter and worksheet. But before that, since we have already completed the explanation of this chapter, I request you all to read the chapter so that when I explain the exercise, it will be easier for you to know the correct answer and mark them. Right? Yes. So today's work is CW part 1. Clear? If you have liked this video, please click on the like icon. Complete your work on time and with good handwriting, no spelling mistakes. Clear, kids? So let me take your leave now. Bye.